Farm Tracker weather starts now with Jason Laird.
Good morning, everybody. Tracking pretty mild temperatures in north central Montana for this morning. A little different story, though, down into the south and west corner of the state. Reason behind that, no wind to deal with. So single digits there. Here at home, though, Capital looking at 17 and continuing to bump those temperatures as we head to Great Falls, then Cut Bank, and looking at the 30s there across the High Line as well. Today's temperatures with pretty significant wind. We're going to be warming up to 48 degrees in Great Falls, 40 in the Capital, and for the most part, upper 40s all across the High Line, so way above average. What we got cooking today is a little baby cold front. Really not going to do much, as you just saw with temperatures, but it is going to increase the wind today. And as that wind comes off of the mountains, compresses and heats up, and again, keeping those temperatures way above average. Overnight lows pretty on par with what we had last night, 33 in Great Falls, continuing with the low 30s for the most part across the High Line. Still rather chilly, though, into southwestern Montana, tracking the teens. On our future track for tomorrow, the windy conditions are going to continue. About the only change tomorrow is we are going to see a little bit of Pacific moisture drawn into the area, especially into northwestern Montana. I'm not expecting any of that to make its way over the mountains, but likely going to start to see a decent amount of snow there with a couple of showers in the mix into northwestern Montana and primarily west of the divide as that system kind of draws a little bit of moisture off of the Pacific. So with that said, tomorrow still warmer with the wind. 52 in Great Falls, 51 in Lewistown, low 50s across the High Line as well. Then Wednesday rolls around. We got a high wind watch going into effect. We're looking at southwesterly winds 25 to 35. I think that might even be conservative with gusts over 60. Yeah, very likely going to see some damage across the High Line. The reason behind that is we've got yet another cold front that's drawing through the region, keeping that pressure gradient very tight. That system's going to push through. We'll have a better chance of some spotty showers Wednesday afternoon throughout central Montana, but again, that wind is going to burn up a lot of the moisture as it tries to make its way over the mountains. Best potential for the moisture, again, is going to be west of the divide. And I'd say the mountains especially are going to see a pretty decent amount of snow there on Wednesday. All right, as we put the wind gust tracker behind this, we won't start out too bad, but as soon as that cold front starts to push through, 60 to 70 miles per hour into north central Montana, maybe even 70 to 80 from Cut Bank over to Havre as that system pushes through. So long story short, Wednesday is going to be an insanely windy day, keeping temperatures well into the 50s for a lot of locations. I wouldn't be surprised if we have to bump those up a little bit as that system comes through the state, because again, we're looking very, very windy, even a couple of 60s there throughout the eastern plains. Here's how it all comes together over the next few days. 48 today, bumping things up to about 52, likely going to stick with that on Wednesday. It's going to be windy all week, but Wednesday's definitely the worst. The wind will taper off a bit later this week, allowing for temperatures to cool slightly. 40 degrees today, and then maybe a shower with the passage of that front. Also keeping an eye on a couple of sprinkles, possibly Friday, Shannon.